Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Manchester United.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Things already rolling. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made his top-flight debut at the age of 16. He's had to grow up very quickly because of that, and it shows in his positional awareness and consistency. And you've got to remember, his shot-stopping is second to none.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Mbappe,
And he welcomes it in.
Maradona! Oh, it's fallen loose again! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So, a breakthrough already.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Pass is just off target.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Hazard. Rijkaard.
Applies the finish!
Andrei Shevchenko, the great Ukrainian goal machine!
He's got himself an absolute peach. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, nicely intercepted. Ruben Neves. Now Foden. Can he get on the end of this?
And Shevchenko!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
And here's Hazard.
And it's Ruben Neves.
Chance!
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Hazard!
And he's done very well to deal with it.
Hazard probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Kukçu.
Oh, they can break here.
Not a hint of offside here. He's found a chance for a shot! It's a goal!
And they're back in front.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Ghana have their lead. They get a throw in.
Maradona.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch.
Hazard.
Plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Rijkaard.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's been played through.
Maradona! Maradona! And that's a good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Ghana now in a position far more desirable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Nicely weighted ball. Batistuta. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And he's running through. Oh, just the keeper now. Good save. Keeper read that well.
Mbappe really would relish another crack at that same challenge, I suspect.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the have. Mbappe! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're threatening to fly away here.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
And yes, it's him again. Ghana visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
No, it's come to nothing, and he passes it long. Now it's Foden, and he's managed to get free. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Batistuta. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Camavinga. And it's Reinders. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
3 minutes at a time.
Good running with the ball. Maradona looking to receive it in space. He's had a shot! And he's stuck it away. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Ghana are having a... And that signals the end of the first period. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Ghana have been simply outstanding in the first half. There doesn't seem to be a single weakness in their team. Should that not change, they could go big from here.
Ghana are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 18, Hazard. Coming on the
Gets us
field
going once more.
number 20, Mbappe.
Looking for the run. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, almost a sixth.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Strong running down that left flank. He's taking on the lot of them. Reinders receives it in a wide position. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! And that's a tidy finish. Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Ghana are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Dani Olmo, brilliantly cut out.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 7, Shevchenko. Number 14, Phil Foden. Coming on the field,
Ronaldinho, he
number
might be in
9,
here.
Berbatov.
Shot, surely! And a neat finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal
The
fest,
attendance for
and the
this
fact
match
it's
was
so one-sided now is getting
72,306.
scary.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight.
Can he finish? And that's past the post.
Ghana certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And this is Maradona. Maradona! And there's a goal. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
66 minutes is number 21.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already
Ghana
palpable.
Against Mexico.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He's a sharp little ball here. Now the cross. Header! Goal! And that takes him up to double figures. The first significant goal-scoring landmark. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Mexico finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Pato. Bellingham. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Played out towards the right wing. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Neymar. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. That is a brilliant interception. Now he's off and running. Ronaldinho. Now it's Mbappe. Chiellini does really well there, he is strong. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Now it's Kessié. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kessié showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. played it back. That's an imaginative pass.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he thumps it clear. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Pinches it off him. It's Pato! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Mexico are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Mexico restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That has ended up in no man's land. Looking for the run. Adriano.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Caught offside that time. And this is Pato. That has been cut short. Zanetti. Bellingham. It's a pretty loose pass. Zanetti. That's a good run down the left. Out again for a throw-in. Kessié gets into a good position. And he was alert to it. Kukçu. Now it's Mbappe. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now this could be a chance. He's shifting through the chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Adriano receives it in a good position here. Otto kept his eye on it, and he's there. Khan punts it upfield. Wan-Bissaka. And here's Kukçu. Conte.
Two added
Intricate
minutes have
passing,
been
looking to
indicated.
progress the ball. Brilliantly cut out. Kukçu. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Mbappe. Not the most accurate pass. Now that's well seen too. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. The second half then, just getting going. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kukçu. And it's Pato. Not much subtlety about that challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Kukçu. Neymar. Mexico are looking to break at pace. That has not gone well. Nice sequence of passes, this. Mbappe! Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Ghana clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Kukçu. And here's Dani Olmo. And he's got the beating of Dani Olmo! In he goes again. And no mistake. And they've got their lead back. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be, should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Ghana have their lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain...
And the shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Substitution for Ghana, number 23.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 15, Mbappe. Number 22, Bellingham. Coming on the field,
Zanetti.
number 17.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Raul. Number 20, Berbatov. Number
This
10,
is Del Piero.
Conte.
Oh, it's come loose.
Substitution.
Gerrard delivers. Backward it goes. Back they go. Kante producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, Red, nice interception. Ghana perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Kante. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He slipped. Oh, great leap! And that's a good finish. What remarkable powers of recovery.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Mexico dragged themselves back again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And it's Adriano! Goal! Mexico! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Mexico with the lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Now it's Kante. He's on it, can he get away?
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Keeper's got good distance on that. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Conte. Davids cuts it out. And here's the chance to counter.
Substitution for Ghana, number 13, Kukchu. Coming on the field is number 4, Donadoni.
And here's Raul. Now it's Berbatov. Berbatov.
Added minute has been indicated.
Well timed, excellent interception.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Odo is one whose deliveries we all know about.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get...
And that is as far as it goes. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Barcelona have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
And this is Maradona, and he shoots! They've scored! And it's Ghana who go in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. Kökçü. Referee has just said play on. He's in a great position here. Tries to pass it through. Serginho in acres of space. A header! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Now it's Maradona. Now that looks a decent ball. He's found a way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ghana leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Tchouaméni. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Rodri. No way through. Aimed beyond the defence. Kvaratskhelia. Dani Olmo. Maradona, who does have an assist to his name. João Cancelo does well to get it back.
Barcelona really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
And it's Olmo. Drills one in. There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's worked it through. That has not worked out as planned.
Mbappe certainly had to make his mind up quickly, and he rushed it.
And no, that was never going to make it. Knocks it out wide. Dani Olmo. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Mbappe. Brzezinski. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Serginho. He's shifting through the gears here. Zanetti demonstrating his defensive quality there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Tries a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Oh, that's well spotted. Dani Olmo. And here's Yamal. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Maradona.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Serginho. Tchouameni. And Yamal.
Kvaratskhelia really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Dani Olmo. He's in plenty of space here.
Minuto de descuento.
Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Ghana with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0.
Durante el descanso podremos disfrutar de un pequeño espectáculo ofrecido por nuestro grupo oficial de animación.
So, into the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Now it's Dani Olmo. Can he get it through? Oh, he's burst through! And that is well cleared. Goes down, but nothing given.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 7, el dorsal 14 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11.
Maradona.
Totti.
Kukçu is always looking to break lines. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. João Cancelo. This looks promising. Maradona. Kukçu. Tries to play it through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, that's delightful. Zanetti pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. That is good alertness. Totti. No, couldn't quite catch up to that. Kukçu. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Van Bronckhorst. Garcia gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Kukçu made a good run there.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Rodri promptly onto that, and that is that.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is...
And the shot! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. What a throw in.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 13.
Bellingham.
El dorsal 20. El dorsal 5.
Chooses to go crossfield.
Serán sustituidos por...
Lovely ball and a real chance now.
El
Well,
dorsal
that's pretty clear.
21.
It is a foul.
El dorsal 16. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
No second thought, a straight red card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the... He's gone for the shots! And he thumps it clear. Applies the finish! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Pass somewhat off target. Shifted it to the flank. He's picked his way through. Real chance! This time, surely! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's played it. He's had a go! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that has been cleared. Oh, that's fabulous. Not chance!
Subtlety has gone out of the window. They have to force it any way they can now, Peter.
Van Dijk threads one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That has been cut short. A heavy challenge. Looking for the run. Tanucci clears without hesitation. And it's Van Dijk. Oh, easy pickings there. He's on it, can he get away? That looks a good ball through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
They're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Van Bronckhorst. Rizal looking to receive it in space. Cross deflected behind for a corner. They've played it short. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. He's going for goal! And that is wildly off target. Mendieta makes a dash for it. Picked out brilliant. He's had a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Desperate defending required here. He's rising!
Minutos de descuento.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. It's a searching pass. Oh, played through for the wide man. Haaland going after that. And that will be it. Ghana have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled
today's
out all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental
Against
occasion.
Paris Saint-Germain.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English football has rested on his broad shoulders for nigh on 2 decades. It is, of course, the modern great that is Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, without question, one of England's all-time finest. His record speaks for itself.
And his face is that of a man who simply cannot accept defeat. During games, he is always laser-focused, and he fights tooth and nail for every win. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him. Decent chance! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now it's Rosicky. Ghana leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Rooney. Knocks it into space. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Alexander-Arnold charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Owen. Berbatov! Berbatov! And there's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And that's a good ball. And he's there to retrieve it. He's having a hit! Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's dealt with that really well. Totti.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Zanetti demonstrating his defensive quality there. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Great vision. And the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the comeback is complete. So smooth, a signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Paris Saint-Germain leading now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Ghana are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Rooney. Well, that pass isn't the best. Silvestre. Rosicky. And this is Rosicky. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. And we have our very first corner. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. And he was quick to react. It's gone for a throw-in. Panucci gets over and intercepts. Now it's Kukçu. Can he get on the end of this? Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Raul finding himself in space.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? That has been cut short. And here's Rosicki. Oh, it's a nice idea, but It's Rosicki! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, crossbar! Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Now it's Owen. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Oh, good finish. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Clinical. Just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Well, he's seen that early. Used the... And the shot! And the referee has blown for half-time. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
So right back into the action.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either.
Okazaki! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Okazaki really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Ghana needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And here's Totti. And this is Owen. Shapes to shoot! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So now the difference is 3. Rosicki. Now it's Berbatov. Raul. Well, it's more pressure than ball at the moment.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Nicely weighted ball. Berbat and the shot! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! A finish right from the top draw.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Ghana may be down, but not out just yet. Panucci. Now it's Rosicki. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
The attendance for this
Well,
match
that
was
defending is
81,007.
unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Berbatov. Okazaki. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ah, he's given it away. He's got away. And a chance! It's a goal! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
As if three weren't enough, this is nigh on utopia. Berbatov! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he shoots! And that is quite wonderful! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So could they be onto something here? And this is Berbatov. Silvestre calmly anticipates, looking for options for movement. And back to the goalkeeper. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Dani Olmo receives it in a good position here. There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Zanetti. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And the through ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution for Ghana. Number 17.
Ghana choosing to make the first change.
Number 23. Dani Olmo. Number 13. Kukcu. Coming
Rosicki.
on the field. Number
He's looking
22.
wide.
Bellingham. Number 15. Mbappe. Number 18. Ronaldinho.
Looking for the run. Owen deals with that comfortably. That's Rosicki! Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Berbatov. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? It'll be a throw-in. Into the last 5 minutes. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well timed, excellent interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Okazaki.
That's good play from him.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Bellingham. Zanetti.
Added minutes has been indicated.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Bellingham. He's picked his way through. And they're back on the ball again. Rosicki shot a goal! And that is doing no harm at all. Great chance! And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both,